Oh yeah? What? Yeah, it's dark. We're outside, Mr. Winky. Well, some of the kids are upstairs getting a bath, getting ready for tomorrow. Just kind of sitting here on the swing. The frogs and watching the bonfire.
Is there frogs in there?
Nope, no, they're out in the woods.
I just saw a huge frog in the
Hey, what's up,
woods.
Michael? We're just relaxing,
I saw
taking a break, swinging on the swing.
I saw a frog like this big
Oh yeah.
in the woods.
Check out the koi at night. Just got done feeding them. They already ate once today, and then they're hungry again. They're eating up the plants. Trying to keep them from eating the plants because they will eat them all. Eventually, we'll have the pond lit up more. We got like four lights shining on it. Well, the other two, for some reason, ain't working. Two of them are working. Those two are working. Kids are up. Tiffany's getting the kids to shower. I just wanted to share this peaceful experience. Yeah. Yeah, we got pellets for them. They eat anything in there. Kind of stinks. I don't know why those other lights aren't lighting up. There's usually two more over there lit up on the pond. Just so nice and peaceful. I don't ever get to do this that often because I'm always working and having to go to bed. Kind of stinks we don't have enough light out here so everybody can see. Yeah, I wish I could. Now that work's back in full season, then I'll have a little bit more free time here pretty soon once the garden is done being planted. Yeah, definitely. That'd be cool. Keep the bugs away. Right now, the smoke from the fire is keeping the mosquitoes at bay. So that's kind of working out pretty good for us. But yeah, like I said, once the garden gets in, I won't have to deal with that and stress about that. And then I'll only have to worry about filming and uploading and work again. But right now I'm still trying to do yard work and this is that time of year it gets busy. Trying to juggle it all. It's crazy sometimes. Went out and I got the gunship up in the air tonight. Did an amazing flight around town. I went to my buddy's house there, the one that his name changes every time he's in an episode. We'll call him French Fries this time. Went to French Fries' house and threw the gunship up in the air and flew around, so that was nice. I went and flew around down Main Street with the gunship tonight. Got some cool footage of that. Took some really awesome pictures. Can't wait to post those on Facebook. So I was really Really pleased I was able to finally take the gunship up just before it got dark. Yep, got some cool footage. I'm thinking about putting some lights on the swing, on the bench swing I made. Like those lights right there that are shining down in the pond. Yeah, we did a lot. Still not done. The pond, the garden. Like I said earlier, it's about between half and 3/4 the way planted. We still got some squash to plant. Um, let's see what else we got. Another row of potatoes to plant. And then some miscellaneous use color changing LEDs. Yes, yeah, I seen some of them. That'd be cool putting some of them LED strips in there. Those ones like you put in an aquarium or something. That'd be pretty neat. Yeah, we got a few more things to plant. We still got onions to plant. Almost done though. We're getting there. Yeah, I'm thinking about putting those lights like that right there on the edge of the pond. How they shine into the pond. I'm thinking about putting a couple of those on top of the swing, bench swing right up there. And pointing down at the pond, so that'll help light up that too. Yeah, I don't know why all the lights aren't on. I don't even see them. Looks like they're missing completely. Huh. Let's go check out the goldfish. Maybe we can see some goldfish, guys. Looks like they're out swimming too as well. Oh yeah, there's the goldfish. Maybe if I turn the porch on. Here's what it looks like at night. There's the walkway. You can't really see much. Turn the porch light on. It's not much brighter, but maybe. Oh yeah, that lights up a little bit, I think. There we go. Okay. And now we got the glare from the porch on the pond. It's not focusing right because of the glare in that light. Yeah, we definitely got to work on more lights, I guess, out here. But a little bit at a time. There's the koi coming up. Those are we have a couple of the big butterflies we have. Those are the ones we've had the longest. We bought 4 of those originally. And then one of them died right off the bat, like a couple days after we bought them. So then we had the 3. And then I bought a bunch off of eBay. And when I had the old pond sediment, there's some kind of a critter getting down into our basement and eating them. Thanks, Michael. And some kind of a rat was, because they were still babies, it was climbing on the outside of the pond down in my basement and taking them. They were only like 2 or 3 inches at the time, and it was eating them. I'd come downstairs and I'd find one on the ground chewed up, or I'd find more missing until there's only about 4 left. Yeah, it's gonna look great, Michael, when it's done. So I only have. So after that, I went from like 30 koi down to, let's see, about 10 koi. 10 koi and 3 fancy-tailed goldfish. That's what I had in the pond down in the basement. It was some kind of a rat. It left footprints on the side of the pond. It's like a huge rat. And so then I was down to about 10 koi, and 4 of them were the butterfly, or 3 of them was the butterfly, and then about 3 or 4 fancy-tailed goldfish. And then the rest were the koi that I bought off eBay. I had some of those skeleton-looking ones that were really cool looking. Those got eaten. And then, I'm trying to think. I ended up putting the pond outside. I don't know. There's a hole down in the basement about as big around as a little bit smaller than a tennis ball. It was coming in underneath the ground. It's coming in under the foundation from under the ground. And then I ended up putting a lid on the pond downstairs, and then it stopped getting them. Well, then I brought the pond outside in the spring, and I lost two koi the first night because the raccoon got them outside, and they were both my favorites. I had a black koi, and then I had a gold one, not yellow but gold. It was gold and black. It was really cool looking. And both of those got eaten by the raccoon. So then after that, I put chicken wire, stapled it down on top of the pond, and then no more got eaten. So what I got left now are what's left of all those I had originally, and then I have about 10 babies from last year, and then we just bought 6 more about 3 weeks ago, and 2 of those died, so there's only about 4 of those left. Kind of stinks when you buy the fish from the pet store and they only last a few days, because they only give you like a 24-hour guarantee, which is stupid, because they usually takes a few days for them to kick the bucket. We had them in quarantine. We had both sets that we bought in quarantine for a couple weeks, making sure they're okay. And then the other ones that didn't die. Yeah, I know, Ron, it kind of stinks. They don't have much light out here. We're missing some lights too. Yeah, unfortunately, that's how it works, Mr. Winky. Yeah, for some reason, 2 of the lights we got aren't shining, or they're missing or something. Yeah, we do that, and then we keep them in quarantine. We have them in separate tanks, so that way, if they are contaminated, they don't contaminate the other fish. We have a sick tank in the house set up, so when if we do bring the fish home, then we just throw them in there for a couple weeks, keep an eye on them, and fatten them up. Like the first 3 I bought were like skinny, malnourished, and disgusting looking, and I told the guy that. I was like, dude, those koi look horrible. Their fins were all closed up. And he's like, well, I'll give you the 3rd one for half off then. So we got one for half off, which is like, okay, I'll take a chance with it. I brought him home, and then the one died. But yeah, I've been raising fish for a long time. When I first started, I was horrible at it. I didn't know how to take care of them, and I kept losing fish after fish after fish. And now, normally, if I get a fish, they don't usually die, because I know how to take care of them, even if they do get sick. Yeah. Yeah, that'll do it. Well, the thing is the ick is always there, no matter no matter what fish tank you have set up. Ick is always going to be in the tank. The problem is when the fish's immune system like drops down from stress, then the ick attacks it, and that's when they get that fungus growing on them and they die. So that's how that works. But ick is always in the tank. It'll always be there. You can't get rid of it. It just depends on if the fish are sick or they're hurt or whatever the case may be. Yeah, yep. And usually when I put them in quarantine, I got this stuff. I use aquarium salt, and then I also use oh crap! Now I can't think what it is. It smells like Vicks, or like Vicks Vapor Rub. I can't think what it's called. Oh, Malefix. I use Malefix. I put that in because it's a medicine that kills any kind of fungus that they may have. I put that in there. Then I also use aquarium salt. Because if you keep aquarium salt in your fish tanks, not all fish like it, but if you keep it like in your goldfish or koi, if you keep the aquarium salt in those tanks, then they will keep the ick away because ick doesn't take the salt very well. There is a saltwater kind of ick though. That's awesome. And then you got it mounted. Oh wow.
Got what mounted?
Mike Mike said he has said I used to have fish tanks and raise them. He had 110-gallon tanks. He had two 55-gallon, the 30-gallon. He raised an Oscar from a baby until it weighs about 4.5 pounds, and he got it mounted.
Oh wow.
Where's all the lights at, hon? Where's those lights at? They're over there. It's too dark.
The kids moved them.
Yeah, because we're trying to see the pond, but it's too dark now. I was wondering where they went. Yeah, they'll do that. If they get spooked, they freak out. My alligator guard, my old one, used to do the same thing. It scared me because he was huge. When you got a 19.5-inch alligator gar thrashing around, that's you gotta be it's scary. I raised him from a baby. When I first got him, he was like 3 inches. He made it to 19.5 inches, and they jumped out of the tank, and we found him dried up, stuck to the carpet. It was a sad day. I almost got rid of all my fish the next day because of that. I almost got right out of the hobby. I was so devastated. Because he was like my mascot for my fish. Because I'm into the monster fish. Yeah, I think the clown knife, because I had like an 18-inch clown knife in there, and then I had a 2-foot, a 24-inch arowana in there. I think the clown knife spooked him, and he just jumped out. But I did manage to bring him back to life. It was crazy because he was dry as a bone. There was no wetness to him whatsoever. And then I remembered that alligator gars can live out of water for weeks at a time as long as they stay wet because they have lungs. They're an air breather. That's why you see the alligator gars and all the gars go up to the top of the water all the time because they have to breathe the air. You see the Blacostomus? Oh, I see him too. He's on the side. There he is, guys. Oh, he didn't make it.
Dead.
Oh, he didn't make it. Never mind.
Forget that, guys.
Yeah, don't look at that. He didn't make it. That's too bad. I figured he would, but
Where'd he come from, though?
must be he was stuck to the filter.
Is that any better?
It's still kind of dark. Yeah, give him mouth to mouth, Mr. Winky said.
No, he's old.
Yeah, he's old. He's probably 8 or 9 years old anyways. We were doing the math earlier. So it was probably time for him to go. Death by pond. That's pretty funny. That's too bad. I was wondering when he was gonna kick the bucket. I've been waiting for him to die. He We've had him for so long. So he's probably the second longest fish we've had. Oh wait, the clown knife, we had him for 6 years before he got too big, and I had to take him to the pet store.
The algae killed him.
The algae killed him. Everybody tip your hats. Say goodbye to... Did he have a name, hun? Are you sure he's gone? He may still be alive. He's playing dead, guys. Throw him in the garden. Rototill him under. He'll make for some good fertilizer. He won't go to waste. Yeah, he overate. Exactly. He ate his fair share of the algae, hun.
I'm guessing he is about 7 or 8.
7 or 8 years old? Okay. That's too bad. I was wondering when he was going to go. It's funny because the people that gave him to us, every time they came over, like, man, I can't believe he's still alive. Well, now we can say he kicked the bucket. All I see is reflection over the pond now. It's just not lighting up right. Oh, we probably need the light to come from this way, that way. But it's funny. I got notification on Facebook today that today was the day that we set up the pond last year. So it was like a month later than this year. This year we started early. I had to because we had to rotate tanks. We've probably got about 1,000 babies in the house. There's so many babies, it's unreal. It is a live feed, RJ. We're hanging out tonight. See, we got the bonfire going. I'm sitting there relaxing, listening to the pond, talking about fish. The costume is just. I decided to share the peace and quiet with everybody. I was hoping the pond would be lit up a little bit more, but it's not. It's kind of hard to see right now. The fish that they ate, I was feeding them earlier, and there's actually a video on my Facebook. If you guys are friends with me on Facebook, you can go on and watch earlier. There's a video posted of the koi eating and playing earlier today. You never came over to get it, RJ. I don't know. I sent the drone over there, I guess. The fish got it. Yeah, that's what happened, Mr. Winky. That's why the Plecostomus is gone. He ate the steak and lobster and keeled over. He had his fair share of algae. That's so weird. I thought for sure he was feasting in there. Yeah, because he's done great in the house with the, even without a heater in the wintertime. Like the water in the tanks got down to about 60 degrees and he made it. So it shouldn't have been any different out here. So I don't know. Must have been old age or he choked on the algae. I have to do an autopsy. I hear something. I hear something behind me walking. Oh, it's the cat spraying again? That stupid freaking. Better kick that cat. Everybody close your eyes. Keeps peeing all over the porch.
Next I will shoot.
Oh really, RJ? I went and flew the drone downtown today in Perry. Oh, there you go.
I don't know how well that works.
Now you're just lighting up the wood, that's all. Just enough to scare the fish away. Yeah, actually, I got to fly the drone tonight, so I was pretty happy. I I went to SpongeBob's house earlier, and we took off his picnic table. And I went and flew downtown. I saw it flew above the police station, and I found places I don't even know what they were. I didn't even recognize any of the buildings. It's pretty funny.
Then you probably seen a rooster again.
I don't know. Yeah, you can look at the video later on. It's pretty cool. I got to look at it. And I took some awesome pictures of downtown. I really wanted to get pictures of the cherry trees. They're all white flowered down Main Street. I just didn't know where to take off at. Now I know. Next year, I could just go down to his house and take off from his
Why
backyard.
don't you record the fire?
I already was. You can't see it, hon.
Oh, it's died down.
It just looks like a little. It looks like a little orange orange thing. Yeah, they do, Mr. Winky. Wait till you see this downtown flight. It looks amazing. The buildings. It's a whole new world. It's crazy. I loved it. I took some great pictures, so I'm gonna post them on Facebook. So there's a lot of things. If you guys add me on Facebook, there's a lot of things I post on Facebook that doesn't make it to YouTube, and vice versa. So just so you guys are aware of that. And then the same thing too with Instagram. I take pictures while I'm out doing stuff with the RC stuff, and then I post them to Instagram. And some of them don't make it to Facebook, and none of them make it to YouTube because I don't put pictures on YouTube. And then Twitter is just there because it's a social media platform, and I don't really use it other than it just posts a video from my YouTube onto it, a link to it. Facebook is evil. Only if you fall into that, what do you call it? Only if you fall into that trap, Mr. Winky. I don't ever deal with the drama. I don't post anything political or religious or anything. I mean, I'll post stuff about Jesus, but I don't sit there and shove it down people's throats. And I don't start wars. I don't argue with anybody or do none of that crap. Ah, you fell into it. Gotcha. I post my YouTube links on it, stuff like that. It's a pretty good platform if used right. I just don't. I don't comment on people saying dumb things, or I just don't get into it. I avoid it, just because I don't deal with the drama.
Or did you say what happened to my steak and lobster?
Yeah. Are you behind, or are you just catching up?
Oh, I just went into your video.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't really use Twitter. The only thing Twitter is used for is when I post a video, it automatically posts a link to my video on Twitter.
Yeah.
I don't tweet or retweet, or I don't even know how to tweet. I don't know how to do it on purpose anyways. I have a couple people at it. I think I have Ray on there. Nietzsche. There's a guy named Nietzsche. I have a few followers. I have a lot of followers on Instagram though. I've got over 100 of them. And it's weird. I'm sitting here watching the video on my back porch, flying my drone. That's awesome, Michael. A cube steak. Hey, I love cube steaks.
That's what I said. It's the only steak I make.
Oh,
I don't make
yeah.
lobster.
Yeah, because you don't like the seafood, so I love the seafood.
No, I don't.
I love it.
Seafood. I'll make fish, but I won't eat it. I don't know how you can gut them. It's disgusting.
Yeah. It's not that bad. You just gotta know how to do it. You can do it quick and easy, then you ain't gotta deal with it.
What fish do you have to descale?
Anything with scales?
Well, trout don't have scales.
Nope. Bass do. Let's see what else. If you do brim, crappie, bluegill, stuff like that. Not too many people eat bluegill up here though.
They're
Down
very
south, everybody eats everything. They just throw it in the deep fryer and eat it.
bony. scales and
that
all.
was the weirdest thing when I moved down south for a while. We'd
What?
go out go out fishing, and they'd bring back all these little tiny bluegill. I'm like, what are you gonna do with those? How do you eat that?
Just throw it in the
These
fire.
little dinky, these little dinky. Oh, I just gave everybody a circle. That's funny. My kid burnt up the motor in his RC truck. Got to replace it. Ah, that's too bad. Those things probably aren't cheap. And then you gotta you
Yeah,
use
bluegill.
bluegill. Yeah, they're good bait, Michael.
Yeah.
And then you gotta redo the motor. I was in a couple places. When I first moved down south, I moved
Not bad.
down to Wake Forest, North Carolina, and I lived there for a few months. And then uh, things weren't working out down there, so I ended up moving down to Georgia with my friend down in on Jackson Lake down in Florida. About trying to think, what is that town? It's near Covington, a town called Covington. Um, I can't even think of what it's called
The
now.
only place I lived was North Carolina.
But we lived right on Jackson Lake, and we went fishing or swimming every day, all day long. If we weren't working or sleeping, we were fishing or swimming.
Or frying.
Hey, Star, thanks for stopping in.
Message restricted.
It's retracted.
Retract. Oh.
We're just kind of hanging out, enjoying the peaceful weather, Star.
Wait, am I missing something?
Here in Alabama, yeah, I'd never lived there before. I'm pretty sure we drove through it though. Yeah, where the heck did we live in? I can't even think of the name of the town in Georgia. It was just near Covington. That's all I remember. Covington was like a city type place, and where I lived was like on the lake in the country. Nobody wore shoes. Nobody wore shirts.
That's everywhere.
Everybody was drinking beer, smoking weed. You couldn't walk down the street without somebody offering you a beer or a joint. It was crazy. Everybody was fishing. Everybody was just partying all the time, having a good time all the time. It's crazy. Yeah,
Redneck.
exactly. Yeah, the typical, I guess, stereotype for rednecks. But they were good people. I mean, as long as you didn't make them mad, because then you got shot at.
Yeah. Looks like it's in the
Yeah.
country.
Yeah, I made. Uh-oh, the light went out.
Yeah.
I made friends with a lot of them down there. And as a parting gift, I got my Confederate flag. I still got it.
My kind of people.
I used to hang it on my wall. They had to be, RJ.
What, monster?
Oh. I
Monster's
still
mad
got
'cause
my
we're out
Confederate
here.
flag. I just can't put it up anywhere anymore. Somebody might get offended. It's so dumb.
There's people who drive around with it on their truck.
Sister mama. No teeth. Butter teeth.
Yep.
Butter teeth, butter face.
Everybody's either married their cousin.
Oh, I dated my cousin.
But it was like my fourth cousin.
Twice removed. That's why all the teeth are missing.
Yeah.
But yeah, good people.
Well, everybody gets along.
It's more laid back. It really is. Up here, everything's all fast paced. Everything's got to be done now, now, now.
Yeah, monster's mad because we're out here and not in there. And he can see us.
The only thing that stinks is there wasn't much for work. You'd actually go to the city, and I didn't have a vehicle or a license at the time, so it didn't really help me any. So I was in kind of a pickle down there. I ended up moving back up to New York, unfortunately. I miss it. I had a good time down there while I was down there.
North Carolina is a decent place.
I wish I could go to Florida. That's where I want to go. That way I could have my fish outside in a big, huge pond year
So many
round.
alligators and snakes.
I don't care. I'd His motto here is it will get done. Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, if I were to be able to go down south, I'd go down to Florida, or somewhere down there, and I would open up a gator/turtle farm probably.
No, I could see you having alligator jars.
Well, yeah, but I would have the farm because, well, there used to be money, and I don't know if there is anymore because the price of the skins went down, but maybe the farming killed it. Who knows? Fry up some gator meat. Throw a gator tail on the grill. That'd be nice. It'd be nice to be able to throw my gar in the pond. The only thing is he'd probably eat all the baby fish in there. He'd get huge quick.
Yeah.
He'd probably grow 2 feet.
You would have
Oh,
to
maybe not, because
cover all
it'd get
the
too cold.
time. You would have to put him in there by himself.
Yeah. He'd have to be in a pond like this by himself.
And then when he
Oh.
gets big enough, he can eat the raccoons and the skunks and
Yeah,
all the
they'd try to
cats.
catch him and he'd eat them. Throw the stray cats in there.
Here, Gar, here.
I've seen people throw rats in their tanks and the Oscars and stuff eat them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true, Michael.
Oh, there's Lucky.
Where?
Okay.
Oh.
We do have a few fish named.
Yeah, we do have a few fish named. We lost one or two about a week before we were able to take him outside. It was kind of a bummer. One of the originals. I don't know what happened. He was just floating at the top of the water for no reason.
He said he had enough.
Yeah, he must not have liked the 130-gallon tank. It was sad because it was just before we had the pond set up. It's like, man, you couldn't wait another week. Yeah, like I said, we had to rotate fish, so that's why we ended up getting the pond set up a month early.
Yeah.
We had to rotate fish.
And then they had babies.
Yeah, then they had babies.
Twice.
Twice. So I do think we both think that there's 2 females now.
There's at least 2.
We think that there is. Because we were paying attention to what was going on the second time, and it was with a different female. All right, Mr. Winky, thanks for stopping in. We appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Yeah, but I don't think that one female was old enough last year.
Oh yeah, that could be the orange. Is it the orange and white one or the calico? I can't remember. Is it the orange and white one?
The white one is a male.
So then, what was the other female? The calico?
Yeah, there's another. Calico.
Oh, that makes sense because that butterfly and that calico are both the biggest ones, and the females are usually bigger than the males.
No, there's one male, one female, and then the other calico in there is there's 2, like, not the blue one, but the other one. It doesn't have that much calico on it. She's more laid back.
I'm talking about the big calico.
No, there's
the
one
gray,
male, one female.
orange, and white one. Not the orange and white one. There's a gray, orange, and white one.
Yeah, the gray.
So I said the female.
It's not butterfly though.
I know that.
Yeah. There's one butterfly, one non-butterfly.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking. So maybe, oh, that'd be cool. Yeah, that's kind of cool. So then, with genetics, one of the females is butterfly. So then the babies will carry the butterfly genetics from that, and then the other female is a non-butterfly, and then there's male butterflies. So if the male butterflies bred with her, then there'd be the butterfly gene in there. And what's crazy is you can't get a half breed for the long fins, like the butterflies, the normal ones. It's when they breed, it's either going to be one or the other. There's no such thing as like a half butterfly, half regular koi. It's weird how their genetics work. So you're always going to get one or the other no matter what. They don't mix them.
But this year we won't have no combos.
Yeah, this year we're not going to have any hybrid goldfish kois, which is good. We separated the goldfish from the koi this year, which is what I originally wanted to do anyways, but
They're going the other side.
yeah, as soon as you
They're
turn the light
playing in
on,
the waterfall over
as
there.
soon as you turn the light on, they run.
They're coming. They're coming back.
Here they come. They're coming back.
I need to get those lights on.
See, there's that calico one. It's silver.
Yep, that's the
Silver. That's got to be the female. That's what I was
Yeah.
talking about. Because it's so big. That one and then the other butterfly are the two biggest ones. And usually the females are bigger than the males. So that would be right.
And
It
they
makes
don't-
sense anyways.
They don't start breeding until they're.
And that one, it didn't breed last year, did it?
No.
It was too small.
hmm
But the butterfly one did.
They don't start breeding until I think they're 3.
So that's actually going to be cool to see what kind of babies we get out of that.
3 years old, I believe.
I can't wait because we have blue koi, we have orange and white, we have silver, orange and white, and we have black, orange and white, and then a yellow koi.
Gold.
It's not gold, it's yellow. Oh, I don't know.
Well, he turns gold in the sun, but yeah.
It's a bright yellow, but it's like a cartoon gold. Because in the cartoon world, gold is yellow.
And his name is Lucky.
Yeah, his name is Lucky because he jumped out of the tank a couple years ago and was laying on the floor, dried up. And my daughter went to go walk and she stepped
Almost.
on him, but she didn't step down. And oh my gosh, he's on the floor. We pick him up and we put him back in the tank and he lived. He was dried up almost, so he's almost a goner.
He was almost barely breathing.
Yeah, so that's how the yellow one, he got his name Lucky. So we got a few of them named. Not all of them, but
We have Combo, which is a baby from last year.
there's too many.
Combo between the goldfish and the koi. And then there's Nosy.
Oh yeah,
And Nosy
forgot
one-
about that. Marcus named the two
Nosy
butterflies.
2.
Nosy 1 and Nosy 2.
Nosy is the mom. Nosy 2 is the dad. Because it has like a mustache.
Yeah,
Or lipstick, as he says.
lipstick.
And let's see, we have Blue, which is blue.
Yeah, he's blue. He's blue, black, and white. So he's gonna be a kiss in the water. So when he gets huge,
There's a baby. There's a gold one.
what?
There
You
was
see
a
the
one.
the gold
We
baby?
just put- yeah.
Oh, right over there's
The one that we
Lucky.
just put in there.
Lucky's over there. Oh, the one we just put in earlier.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
he's flinging around there. There's a baby. It's going down in the middle.
Oh yeah, yep. There's another one. Yeah, they like going in. They hang out in the deep spot all the time. In the middle, it's deep. Oh yeah, there's some babies.
There's some right here.
There's some down there.
Yeah, they're in the.
Oh yeah, they're in the log.
Oh, see. There's
Oh,
one
yeah.
of the babies we just put
Here's
in
one of
there.
the babies.
We just put in there today. He's eating algae.
Yeah, that's what they do. They eat plants.
He's loving it.
Is there any other ones close? Oh, right over there's one.
There's
Another baby.
Silver.
Is that another
blue.
skeleton one?
Yep.
That's another skeleton one. These are the new ones from this year. Oh, there's a baby from last year. That's a baby from last year right there. Is there any other ones?
There's Lucky. There's a baby right there.
Oh yeah,
There's the black
there's
one.
the black one. He's like a mix between half goldfish and a half
He's going over by
koi.
the waterfall.
Or no, half regular goldfish and half fancy tail goldfish. That's what he is. Oh yeah, there's a baby from last year. That white one just disappeared.
There's Lucky.
Oh, there's Lucky. Oh, there's the other ones, yeah.
There's Combo.
Oh, there's a baby. Oh, there's a different baby.
That's what we just put in there today.
Oh yeah, that's the blue one. There's another baby over there. Oh, there's the blue one. That's the blue butterfly we got. He keeps hiding. He's always hiding. You can never get a good picture or anything
There's
of
the
him.
orange one over there. There's Lucky.
Oh, here's one of the butterfly coys right there. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I got the butterfly koi, because it carries the long fin gene, and I like the fancy tail ones. Last year, that's one of the babies. There's more babies down there. There's a lot of babies down there. There's some of the big ones. There's a baby from last year. See how he looks like the mom? The mom is the long fin, but he's a short fin one. That's what they do. They either turn out to be long.
There's Lucky.
Yeah, there's Lucky. See how he's yellow? There's the calico one. There's the blue one. Yeah, during the summer they turn really bright. They get really cool looking. So when we bring them in the fall, they look like a completely different fish. Alright, you about ready to go in, hon?
Yeah, I gotta get a shower.
Okie dokie. Alright, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us. We're gonna head inside for the night. I put some water.
Yes, RJ, it is.
Well, I don't see any messages.
Yeah, see if there was a truck bite on my finger.
Where?
You must have seen my post online. On Facebook.
Oh, there it is. Alright, my friend, I got to go. I will see you in your next video. Good night, Eric and Mrs. Darcy. Hope you enjoy your evening by your beautiful koi pond. Yeah, thanks, Michael.
Yes,
Yeah, I walked away for like literally 10 seconds, RJ. I come back and she's gushing blood everywhere because she smashed her finger. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. So then I race back into the house, and I can't read what he says. No, just something.
Just saw it.
Oh, just saw it. Oh, must be on mine. He saw your finger on mine.
Oh, probably.
So I raced back in the house and I couldn't find nothing. So I just ran upstairs, got toilet paper, and had her wrap her finger in that.
And gave me packaging tape.
Yeah, I gave her packaging tape to wrap it like a Band-Aid.
It's not as bad as it looks. Honestly.
But, all right, guys, we're gonna head out. Thanks for hanging out, and I just wanted to share this beautiful evening with everybody.